everyone, Camden celebrating Black History. My name is Tyan and we will be spending this time learning about some bold women in Black history from Vashti Harrison's book, Little Leaders. They're brave, they're bold, they change the world. What is a leader, you ask? Well, a leader is someone who influences others to join them. Shall I show you? Sing along with me. You ready? A tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. I wrote a letter to my love and on the way I dropped it. Are you ready? The lyrics are a tisket, a tasket. Your turn. Well done. A green and yellow basket. Your turn. That's it. I wrote a letter to my love. And on the way I dropped it. All together, are we ready? A tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. I wrote a letter to my love and on the way I dropped it. I dropped it, I dropped it. Yes, on the way I dropped it. A little girlie picked it up and took it to the market. All together, a tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. I wrote a letter to my love and on the way I dropped it. I dropped it, I dropped it. Yes, on the way I dropped it. A little girlie picked it up and took it to the market. A tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. I wrote a letter to my love and on the way I dropped it. Well done. Was it red? No. Was it brown? No. Was it blue? No, it was that's it, a green and yellow basket. A tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. I wrote a letter to my love and on the way I dropped it. Oh, fantastic singing. Well done. See how I motivated you all to sing along with me? The leaders in Vashti Harrison's book not only influenced others to follow them, but they created something new, something nobody had ever thought of before, a vision that was exciting and inspiring. Today, let's pick a leader. I want to read about, let's have a look. Ella Fitzgerald, the First Lady of Jazz. Ella Fitzgerald was a jazz singer. As a young woman in Virginia, Ella longed for independence and dreamed of one day becoming an entertainer. But she was living on the streets and singing for pennies. However, in 1934, at the age of 17, she got her big break. She entered the amateur night contest at the Apollo Theatre in Harlem. She signed up as a dancer, but changed to singing when she saw her competition. They were all dressed in sparkling matching dresses, while she was in tattered clothes. But she wowed the audience with her unique voice and won a first prize of $25. That's worth about $500 today. Literally going from rags to riches. The following year, she landed a role as lead singer with Chick Webb and his orchestra, a popular band that regularly played at one of Harlem's hottest nightclubs, the Savoy Ballroom. At the same time, she was building a solo career. In 1938, she recorded her first album and her first hit single, A Tisket, a Tasket. Her career snowballed from there. In the 1950s, she developed her famous instrumental style of singing called scatting. She collaborated with greats from all over the music industry, including Duke Ellington, Louis Armstrong, Count Basie, and Frank Sinatra. In 1958, she made history when she became the first African American woman to win a Grammy, the recording industry's most prestigious award. Over her long and successful career, she recorded more than 200 albums and some 2,000 songs. Ella has gone down in history as one of the most iconic voices of all time. She was fondly known as the First Lady of Jazz and the First Lady of Song. The nursery rhyme we sang earlier, Tisket a Tasket, was actually her first #1 hit in 1938. And it has a follow-up second hit, I Found My Yellow Basket. Let's have a listen.
Do you remember when I sang a tisket and a tasket? I lost my basket.
Oh, yes, we did. We're sorry that you lost it. We'll pay the cost of it to you.
Oh, no, you don't have to. I've got good news for you. Just listen while I tell you of a dream come true. I found my yellow basket. Oh, yes, I really did. I found the girl who took it. I knew just where she hid. She said that she was sorry and gave it back to me. Now I'm oh so happy. Happy as can be.
Are you happy? Happy?
I'm so happy I don't know just what to do. And now I'm on my way, feeling light and gay. A tisket, a tasket, I found my yellow biscuit. Tisket, tasket, tisket. Feeling light and gay, a tisket, a tasket, I found my yellow basket. Tisket, I'm on my way, tisket, I'm on my way, tisket, I'm on my way with my basket.
Fantastic! Doesn't she sound good? Ella Fitzgerald took a chance at an amateur performance and it put her on the path to stardom. See what can happen when you dare to dream? Be inspired by what you love the most. It could be your future. Just imagine you sign up for a competition and it takes you on a whole new journey. And it doesn't matter your background. Do you know Ella Fitzgerald was raised by a single mother who died when she was 15 years old, leaving her orphaned, broke, and vulnerable at a time in American history when it was a low point of the Great Depression. She was a high school dropout who got herself into trouble with the law. She went to some tough orphanages and training schools that she was constantly running away from. She never spoke about her background or the hard time she had growing up, but just imagine how hard that was for her. And look who she became. She is a legend. She recorded more than 200 albums and sold more than 40 million. That fire is within us all. One of Ella Fitzgerald's best performances ever is one where she even forgot the words to the song. Let's have a listen.
Fitzgerald was one of the most important singers in the history of American music. She inspired generations of musicians, from Frank Sinatra to Lady Gaga. She won countless awards, and she even has her own stamp. And there's one performance in particular that's a masterclass in why she's such a legend. 1960, Berlin, Germany. Ella had become a global sensation by that point and was playing in front of thousands of fans. As a nod to the audience, she decided to do a song written in Germany called Mack the Knife. It was a huge hit in the States at the time, made famous by Bobby Darin.
Oh, the shark bait has such teeth, dear.
It's about a character from an opera who's a violent murderer, a pretty masculine song. And back then, you only really heard men sing it, until Ella.
We like to do something for you now. We haven't heard a girl sing it. And since it's so popular, we'd like to try and do it for you. We hope you remember all the words.
Ella and her band hadn't rehearsed the song much, but she was known to shake things up from time to time, so she launched into it anyway.
Oh, the shark has pearly teeth, dear.
The performance was going smoothly until, sure enough, about halfway through, she completely forgot the words.
Oh, what's the next chorus to this song now?
She still had to last another 2 minutes on stage, so she just started making stuff up.
Ah, Louis Miller. Ah, something about cash.
Ella was also a great mimic, and she wove in this perfect Louis Armstrong impression.
Ah, Snoopy Doggy.
She managed to freestyle her way through the entire rest of the song. This is a jazz world equivalent of an NBA player sinking a buzzer beater. But it goes beyond grace under pressure. Ella took this song all about a serial killer and turned it into something so much more joyful. She made it her own. And the show got even better from there. Ella moved right into what's considered one of the best scat solos ever recorded, which brings us to the next thing to know about Ella. She made scatting what it is today.
She and Louis Armstrong are the reason why scatting became a part of the language of music.
Ella was an incredible scatter for a few reasons. She was a master of harmony, and she had nearly perfect rhythm and perfect pitch.
You could tune your piano by her voice, and you could adjust your metronome to match hers.
All this gave her insane vocal control. She could truly use her voice like an instrument. But beyond how well she could scat, there were some secret codes in this solo.
She had this great, she had a great sense of humor about it. And one of the primary manifestations of that humor was her gift for quoting.
Quoting is essentially referencing other songs during improvisation.
Art Tatum was a great quoter. Nat King Cole, as a piano player, was brilliant at coming up with these great quotes. But I think we all have to admit that Ella was the all-time master.
I guess these people wonder what I'm saying.
This song was moving fast, and Ella was swerving from reference to reference.
Ever see a thing walking? Well, I did. Biscuit or basket off my yellow basket. Having a heat wave, tropical heat wave.
It's common in jazz to quote other songs, but Ella was really good at it. She grabbed these quotes so quickly and slotted them right into the melody, and she resolved every phrase. That's difficult for any jazz musician. Think of it as playing a game of Tetris really fast. And Ella was especially clever in choosing popular songs that people would recognize. It's another reason people loved listening to her. She made you feel smart.
I think I went through it like bar by bar, and I pulled out 50 songs that she quoted in like 5 minutes. Just incredible the way her mind worked. So fertile.
Ella's musicianship made her a legend. But what may be even more incredible is what it did for all the vocalists who came after her. Before Ella, singers weren't necessarily considered musicians in the same way instrumentalists were.
No, because prior to her, the only requirement for a vocalist was to sing the lyric
Ella proved that singers were capable of the same level of artistry as every other member of the band.
I'm just thankful that she did that for us, because she created a pathway for vocalists to be a part of all the fun.
Ella raised the bar, and even though other people can channel what she did, nobody can quite touch what kind of performer she was. Speaking of, that Mack the Knife cover where she forgot the lyrics halfway through, she won a Grammy for that. Actually, she won 2.
Wow! Ella Fitzgerald died in 1996 at 79 years old. As you can see from the previous video, she paved the way for other musical artists with new styles to go for it. Before Ella Fitzgerald, singers were only considered to be a vocalist that sang lyrics. But she proved that singers could do oh so much more. She was the first female Black Grammy winner. She paved the way for other Black females. Ella Fitzgerald was a bold woman in Black history that has inspired others. We have many up-and-coming young Black British singers who hope to inspire, just like Miss Fitzgerald. Maybe you're inspired by someone. Someone like Ella May, for example, whose mother named her after Ella Fitzgerald because of her love for jazz music, who ironically has grown up to become a Grammy Award winner herself with her song, Boot Up. She wrote a 4-track solo EP and uploaded it to SoundCloud and was discovered on social media. Imagine, that could be you. Do you see yourself as an up-and-coming Mahalia? She wrote her first song aged 8 and signed with a major record label at age 13. Look at Fleur East. She got her big breakthrough, a talent show competition. X Factor. Maybe you're more like Lady Leisure. Now she has a unique style going on, writing poetry at age 6, releasing a mixtape at age 14. If you are musically talented, what's stopping you? Sing your heart out, record those covers, apply for that competition, believe in yourself. It is for these reasons that Camden has decided to celebrate Black History Season, to inspire you. Are you inspired? I am. I've written some music of my own, and I'm a group vocalist and extremely passionate about it. We were all born with the ability to become great. Why not try and explore what you're good at? Activity worksheet downloads can be found at lovecamden.org/Black History Season, or pop into your local Camden library and just ask. Today, we learned about Ella Fitzgerald, First Lady of Jazz, First Lady of Song, from Vashti Harrison's Little Leaders, Bold Women in Black History. Have a look for the book yourself. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Bye.